What's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video. I'm going to do an initial review, just a look at these products for two different wrist braces. We have the Mobius X8 and we have the AllSport Dynamic. And AllSport Dynamic's wrist brace comes in a few versions. This is the IMC Lacer version. So you all know, of course, my wrist injury. Second time I've broke my wrist, but finally went ahead and got some wrist braces. And this was the first one I got, and then I went ahead and got the Mobius. So I just jotted down a few things that I'd like to talk about with you guys, just as an initial look. And I'm saying initial because I have yet to ride in these. Actually, I rode in this one, but I was wearing pretty much what I'm wearing right now. So this is not a comprehensive riding review, just a kind of initial impressions of these. So you may have seen a brace like this. They have different closure systems, but Joey Savacci wears one of these and Ken Roxon wears this one. So there's many other athletes, but those are just kind of the two off the top of my head. So we will start with the AllSport Dynamics. Now, what's really cool about this one, when you first get it, as you can look at the instructions, it actually works for either wrist when you first get it, because you have this section here, and when you first get the brace, it extends the other side as well. So when you first get it, it's left or right-handed, but then you can cut off the side, so you can see this janky cut that we actually did at the hospital after my surgery. But once you decide which side you want to wear it on, that's the side you're stuck with. You can't swap this brace back and forth like you can the Mobius, but pretty straightforward. Goes on, lacer just like that, and then we're going to wrap this around. So there you go, that's how the brace is held on. And the first negative we're gonna look at, you have a strap going across here. So of course, then you get on the bike, you have your hands on the grips, and you have this neoprene strap running over your hands. This can be alleviated using the AllSports Dynamic brace. They do offer patches right here that you can sew onto your gloves, or you can have them do it, so then your glove actually attaches straight to the brace. However, you guys know me, I have about 15 pairs of gloves. That would be a lot of money. I think it's like $10 a glove if you do it yourself, and like 20 if they do the stitching for you, so that would add up very quickly. But that is one downside. You're gonna have this running across as you grab the bars. Looking back at this, if I were to get this brace again, I would not have gotten the Lacer version. It looks cool, but it's really not, I don't think it's the best option, especially for motocross. It ends up, you just have a lot going on here. There's a lot of Velcro, and if you want to call these cables or whatever, they're just essentially like string, I guess. Just a lot of stuff kind of everywhere. They do have some versions, the Sport and Speed, which is just like one Velcro strap across this back area, which would have been a better choice and actually a little bit cheaper. But again, once you cut it, I can't use this on my right hand because it doesn't have a thumb hole, but go ahead and show you guys how you can adjust the range of movement on this. Pretty easy. Comes with some Allen keys, and they do have a few different versions available. So this one was, I wrote down like $185, $180, and I did get it on sale. They just had a sale on their website, so I jumped on that. They have some as low as $135, and then if you get some of like the carbon versions, they go up to like $400. So this is going to be your 40-degree range of motion. So when this is on here, it moves up and it hits that. Pretty self-explanatory. So it comes with two other ones. I think they are 0 degrees as well as 20. So if we put the 0 on, what that's gonna do, it extends it so it stops it earlier. And then obviously you just kind of take the, throwing stuff around here. Just like this, you just use the Allen key provided, and you get these plastic pieces. So this is the lowest version they have. They have some that have a little bit fancier system, but you can see now it's being stopped earlier by that plastic piece. So pretty simple to change out. Easy to see if you're at 0, 20, or what did I say, 40, 60 degrees? Yeah, 60. So very easy to see which adjustment you have it at if you want to stop your wrist at a certain motion. A downside of this, of just this brace, your back and forth movement, you know, this movement right here is not restricted at all. It's just a Allen here, and as far as I know, you can't change that. So this side to side motion, if you were to, like, I don't know, land or something like that, it would bend as far as the brace would allow, but it doesn't actively slow down your movement. What is really cool about the AllSport Dynamic braces, they do come in very many different styles and colors available. You can do custom ones, you can just get like a red one, obviously a black one. They have carbon fiber ones, so they're nice and light. They have a lot of different versions available. Like I said, different strap systems. The OH2 is, it just has a different mounting system of where you can stop it. I think it just has a plastic piece that moves forward and backward a little bit easier than actually changing out that whole plastic piece. But like I said, I got this fairly cheap. I think they had like a 70% sale. It's probably over by now, but definitely a great brace. When I rode in it worked well. I talked about the palm thing, sort of annoying, but when you're on the bike, you don't really feel it that much. And again, you can alleviate that if you get the actual things that stitch on there and hook to the brace. So that's your AllSport Dynamic. You can check out Wrist Brace Guy on Instagram if you're looking at one of those. But yeah, and they do have where you can have your doctor prescribe it for insurance reasons, all that kind of fun stuff. So pretty good brace. But we're gonna move on to the Mobius one now. So after I was doing some more research and looking into it a bit more, I decided to go ahead and snag myself a Mobius. And one of the main reasons for that was the open palm design. Since the Mobius does not go across your palm, let me just strap this on real quickly. Your palm is free on your grip. So when you're holding the grip, obviously you have these things here, but your palm is unobstructed, of course, through your glove. So a little bit better grip feel on that. And then you only have the one Velcro strap. And again, like I said, there are a few different versions of the AllSport Dynamic brace available. One of the other ones probably works better than the Lacer. But this is as simple as you put it on, you have the cable system, and you just ratchet that on, and there you go. Now it's nice and tight. You're being held right there. It does actually come with two different versions. So I'm wearing this one. You could probably wear this on your index and your middle finger. The way it's split, I actually like it on my ring finger. And of course, when I would be riding, I would not be wearing my wedding ring because it gets bound up on there. But I like how that works. And then you can easily change this out. It just Velcros right into there. So if you want to run it just one finger on your middle finger, you can absolutely do that. It comes with both of them, and it comes with some extra padding for that part. So super easy to change. Very, very user-friendly. One of the things I said about the AllSport Dynamic, it doesn't have that side-to-side protection. This one, it does, like, your wrist can kind of move freely, but the brace doesn't actually move with it. You can see, of course, the pivot point here doesn't pivot at all. So as you move side to side, the edges here that are tightened down with this system, the cable system, are actually counteracting and working with each other. So if you were to take a hit somehow like that, the brace is actually going to give you some support to ideally stop you from overextending one way or the other in that respect. Now to adjust the Mobius brace, of course it comes with another little Allen key, Allen wrench. Pull this bad boy out, and it just slides right in the front here, and then you tighten down, and as you go, there's actually a screw that you're going to see start emerging here. Hopefully you guys will be able to see that all right here. So as I tighten this down, it's going to make it so that my wrist can't move past a certain point. So this part here isn't able to come up because that screw is stopping it. So that's great. You have a lot more opportunity of where you want the brace to stop your movement rather than just 0, 20, 60. You know, you could dial it in so it's at, let's say, 25 degrees of motion or 30. However, it doesn't have like a system that's telling you what it is. You could measure it, you know, if you had wanted, but it's just kind of like you feel it, see how it looks and feels on your arm, and you can give yourself more or less range of movement as I'm struggling to get this Allen in there. There we go. Of course, with this system of wearing it, you can wear it with any glove. You can wear your favorite glove first moto, you fall into some mud, your glove gets muddy, you can go back to the pits, put on a new glove, and put this right over. And of course, if you're using the AllSport Dynamic, you can do the same thing, unless you're using the version where it's stitched onto the top, and then you better hope you have a second glove that you have stitched on, otherwise you're kind of out of luck on that. So this way, it's the glove and the brace are never connected, so you can change out gloves as freely as you would like. They don't have as many color options. They have this storm gray, and then they have a white and acid yellow, which is probably the main one people have seen. That most of the brace is white, and then the ratchet system here is a bright yellow, just like their knee braces. The Mobius X8 wrist brace is going to cost you about $200 MSRP from the Mobius site. And I did pay for this myself, same with both of them. Neither of these are sponsored or anything, but I did have a coupon code for this, so I paid for them both. Both of them I got on sale just because that's how I try and do is shop deals. So I actually went ahead and got myself 2 of the Mobius braces, so I'm going to be running them on both sides. As you guys should know, same with any protective gear, it's there to help protect you. This isn't insurance that you're never going to break a bone. Even when I was showing my physical therapist this, he looked at me and he's like, you know, that's not going to like stop you from breaking your wrist again. It's like, yeah, of course, I realize that. It's just there to help you. You know, just because you wear a helmet doesn't mean you're never going to get a concussion, but you're much less likely to get a concussion than if you weren't wearing a helmet. So it's protective gear, not like preventative. It's not going to just completely stop it. But one thing, if I could go back about 8 months, I wish I had been wearing this the day I did break my wrist. It's always a coulda, shoulda, woulda situation. What would have been different? But after actually wearing these, feeling how they feel, and just seeing the protection they give, I think the outcome could have been quite a bit different. And I'm not saying you should be out there in full Travis Pastrana, crazy elbow pads, shoulder pads, all that, but your wrists are very important. And take it from me, after you break your wrist the second time and they think about fusing it, I went for a few months there where I had a plate in there and I couldn't move my wrist at all. It was awful. Even my desk job sitting typing at a computer was really hard. Everything in my life was harder. So I'm definitely on board with trying something. If you're going to do an AllSport Dynamic, or if you're going to do a Mobius, anything is better than nothing. The wrists unfortunately break pretty easily, and they're usually not too complicated, but all it takes is a little bit more of the break like mine, and you find yourself in a really, really scary situation. So that's that. I'm really excited to ride in these. I'm still going to ride in the AllSport Dynamic, but the Mobius is going to be my go-to. I like it. It's a kind of more compact design. There's less stuff there that just kind of flops around, and it looks cooler. Let's be real, it does look really cool. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it helps you make an educated purchase. And yeah, if you decide to get yourself a brace, definitely shoot me a picture on Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. Love to see everyone out there riding and having a good time on their bikes. So you guys will be seeing me back on my bike here soon, wearing some braces, and I am absolutely looking forward to it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, as always, take it easy. If it's easy, take it twice. Take it easy. Take it easy. If it's easy, take it twice. I'll talk to you guys later. That outro.